Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my page, y'all, and welcome to the replay. My name is Amy with A to Z Designs. If you see a red box right about there, that just means you're catching me live, y'all. But if you don't, just comment hashtag replay because, you know, we'll be around. So when you hop on, say hey. I've got a cute project. We're going to use, I think we're going to use some different beads tonight. So keyword, y'all, is August. So hit the heart button, comment August. We're going to get started. Let's see what we can create tonight, y'all. And I'm so excited for tonight because, it's special. It's a very special night for me. You want to know why? All right, there we go. Okay, so I'll tell you here in a second. So we're going to start by painting. What are we going to do? We're going to paint this. This is like a Shiplap vertical board. And we're going to paint this in the color of Dune. Okay, so let me scoot my desk back so that everybody can see everything. And there goes the cord, of course, in the way. Stop moving, cord. Okay. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush and I'm going to plug in my dryer. I hope everybody is well. Betty, how are you feeling? Hi, everyone. Y'all, look at my shirt. You do you. It is a shirt that we are offering on our website, y'all. I am so stinking excited. I love the color. It does come, we are offering it in some other colors. Let me see how big of a brush I want tonight. But I don't remember what we're offering it in, but y'all go grab it. You do you. You know, I say that all the time. Just you do you, right? So hit the heart button, y'all. Comment the word August. We're going to use the exclusive, it's really like limited time. Transfer because it is only available in the month of August 2023, by the way, in case you are watching this a year plus later, people do go back and watch some of our old videos. So I'm painting this in Dune. This is chalk and paste form. Just going to give it a good coat. It doesn't have to be perfect. And let me grab something. Please hold. Let me grab this really quick. So I'm just using that to hold my board in place. I put it in the hole of the actual board itself. It's like a hanger. So these cutouts can be found on Etsy. We just did something simple this month, I feel. Okay, let me just scan it. All right, everything looks good. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do next. Hi, friends. Y'all, I love my shirt. It came in the mail today, and I've been waiting for it to come in the mail because I wanted y'all to be able to see it in person so that you knew what it looked like. I love this color. So there's a couple new t-shirts on our website. Right now what I'm looking for is a detail tool because we are going to take and go over the lines of this board and get that paint out so that we have that effect. Just like so. Then we have our lines. Okay, pretty cool. All right, so we're going to set this aside. And then we're also going to do these 3 cutouts that go along with the transfer. Now, 2 of these are going to be what we call our color of the month. So this is limited time. It is exclusive for the month of August, but it is our first metallic color. And it's very paintable. I have yet to use it. But you have to purchase $75 minimum subtotal in order to unlock this for purchase, okay? So once you do that $75 US or Canadian, then you will be able to add this to your cart. It will basically open up and you will just add it. Like, oh my goodness. So we're going to paint with it, and I'm going to use a sponge. See what happens. Etsy. The board is from Etsy, Kathy. Zach's shop. All right, so let's see. Oh my gosh, this is very nice with a sponge. So we're kind of giving a metallic twist to a fall sign tonight. Wow. Y'all, look at how smooth that looks. Awesome. You did, Rach. You ordered 2 shirts. Thank you. This is my favorite. You do you. I love this one so much. I got another one in. I'll wear that another night. I'm loving the shirts, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm doing some market research on some stuff. Big things, y'all. Big brains. All right, so this did not take much at all to paint with. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Woo. And it doesn't have that shimmer, like our shimmer colors. It doesn't have any like glitter-ish stuff in it, whatever they called it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some scissors and I'm just going to cut the tip of that sponge off, and we're going to go in with black. Hi, Bonnie. Yay. Thanks, Donna. I know, isn't it so pretty? I love my shirt. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to talk about it a lot, y'all, so just get used to it. All right, so we're going to go in with this one. These are our August Club cutouts on Etsy. You can type in the word August, go to your messenger, and you're going to click on shop products. And then the next button is going to be, you can either shop our chalk products, you can click on wood cutouts, or you can join our club. This is the club that we're doing tonight. It is exclusive. You cannot purchase it on our website. Okay. All right, let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Done. Okay, now, for the month of August, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. When you are a club member in August, whether you are an existing or you sign up now, we are now giving you free accessories. For the month of August, you're going to get the pumpkin that matches the transfer, and it is a reusable surface. So I haven't quite decided. We may do this last because I really don't know what color I want to do. You like my itty bitty scissors? I have about every size of scissor in that drawer. Just saying. Hi, Donna. It is, Bonnie, right? It's pink. All right, so it is double-sided. Okay, so you could chalk on this one color or paste on it and then wash it off and just do something else. Okay, so like I said, we may use that towards the end because I got to figure out what we're doing here. Okay, so we've got our board. I'm going to slide this off. Okay, we don't need that anymore. And I'm going to make sure that this is dry because we're going to start, I think we're going to start assembling it. Okay. Hi, Peggy. Y'all, it's almost Friday. Can you believe that? A whole nother week has passed and we're in August. Holy moly. All right, so we are going to put our transfer directly on the surface. So whenever we do that scenario, y'all, what do we need to add in between the transfer and the surface? It is Thursday, Cynthia. It's almost Friday. What did I say? It's Friday? I'm wishing it was Friday. It feels like Friday when you say that. All right, so this is dry except for right here, okay? Robin, the kids go back to school next Thursday. Sherry, this is in Zach's Etsy shop. Just type in County Fair when you go over there, and you'll find it. We just added it today. Hi, Brenda Perry. Wax is correct, y'all. All right, so I think we're good there. I have a little bit of extra paint, and I'm just about out of paper towels. Has anybody seen Zachariah? My crazy husband? Well, he's not really crazy, but... All right, so I'm just going over my ends just to make sure that my paint is dry, okay? And what we're going to do next is we're going to apply some wax on here. Oh, he's not here. Zach, whenever you get a chance, can you please get me some paper towels? I was not as prepared as I thought I was. So I'm applying wax to this. Anytime that you paint a wood surface and you're going to put a sticky transfer down, you want to make sure that you apply the wax because it acts like a barrier in between the two so that it does not, one, ruin your transfer because it sticks too well, and two, it doesn't peel up your paste that you painted with, okay? Now, if you were to paint with acrylic or chalk paint, you would still want to wax it, all right? So I'm just making sure that I do it really well.
You know what the new color reminds me of?
What does the new color remind you of, Zach?
Like the body paint, you see people like paint.
Yeah,
their
for like
skin.
Costumes.
Yeah.
Hi, Dana. Oh my goodness, you tested positive. I'm so sorry. We are praying. He is, Renee. He's my lovely assistant. You bet, girlfriend. You bet. Hi, Julie. Okay, so now that we've waxed it, we're going to grab what we call a fuzzing cloth, okay? That's what this teal soft thing is, okay? And we're going to take our transfer out of the little bag. So there's always like a little sticky lip, okay? But notice, y'all, it also gives you directions. So if you were ever maybe new to this and you're like, what shall I do? You can refer to those directions, okay? So I'm going to peel this or pull this out. I like to save this because I'll put it right back in there. I am going to write the word back on the back of this. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for the stars. Okay, back. And then I'm going to let it dry for just a second. Okay. Hi, Kelly. Where'd you go on vacation? Where are you? Do you start school soon? Is that why you're like, I'm out of here? Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to find a spot that we can start peeling off the adhesive transfer. Okay. Then we're going to lay it flat down, sticky side down on our fuzzing cloth. Okay. Hi, Patty and Dawn. Then what we're going to do is just fuzz it. So right now what we're doing is we're applying lint to the back of it so that it doesn't stick too well to our surface. Bev, these shirts are in amy2zachdesigns.com. So, Kathy, there really isn't a right or wrong side. However, I like to fuzz on the darker side, and I consider this lighter. You could clean with this. I've always used the darker side. I don't know why. Ocean City, and yes, anything to not think of school. Yes. I gotcha. All right, so I tend to over fuzz a little bit because I really don't want to take the chance of this sticking like so well on my surface. And then sometimes the sticky part could even peel up some of the paint, y'all, on your surface. So just keep that in mind, okay? So one thing I forgot to do while we have it out, let me make sure that these are dry. Woo, that is so pretty. Let me wax these really quick. Okay, 1 second. Because we did paint these as well. Ooh, that color, y'all. That's called, the color is called Nominee. And again, like I said, you have to purchase $75 subtotal. That's before tax and shipping in order to unlock it to purchase. And the color of the month does not always stick around. Like last month, it was gone like day 2 or 3. So we're on day 3. So you better grab it fast. But this is gorgeous. So I did put some double-sided tape down. It was probably a bad idea. I still got it off, but y'all look at that. Like that is smooth, 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 like gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna be careful with this one, so that it doesn't break. But y'all, I could just sit here and stare at this all day long. Like that is gorgeous. Okay, I'm done. Forget it. I'm done. All right, let's take this. It is like a gold color. Yes, Tina, thank you so much for the stars. It's like a gold, but it's not shimmer. It is matte, but it's metallic. And it's amazing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to put this down on the surface. Let me think about this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to start by putting it on here. So I'm going to line this up, lay it down. Then I'm going to come down here, line this up. And then, like so. And then I think we'll have to do there's like a ribbon right here. We'll do that next. Okay, so next step is we're going to add some black velvet. Hi, Laura. Marilee, let me tell you something. This is a whole nother level of shiny. And the way it paints, magnificent. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do black velvet on the actual color Nominee. That is the name of it. And I'm just going to make sure that all of that silk screen, because we're dragging the paste over the silk screen, is covered. Okay, just like so. I'm going to go back over it. Make sure I get all of my excess, and we're going to lift it up and see what happens. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Look at that. That's really cool. All right, so I'm going to hold this up right here just so that I don't lay it down. I know it's going to be hard for y'all to see, but just bear with me. I'm doing the same process. I'm just working down here at the bottom. Then picking up my excess, and let's see. This is so awesome, y'all. Look at that. I am in love. All right, so now we're going to transition, and we're going to do our ribbon, but we're going to do this one in Nominee. And the Nominee goes to Nominee, the color. All right, so I'm pressing it down. I'm going to grab this color. It is pretty, Glenda. It does look sharp, yes. I love it. So y'all, grab it fast because, like I said, I can't guarantee you it's going to be around tomorrow, the next day, the next day. And I would hate for y'all to miss it. All right, so let me just make sure that all of this is covered. I like the way it's like a matte finish. So see how I missed that right there? I see why now. So I may dry it and we'll put this back on and see if we can fix it. So let me dry this really quick. Thank you for sprinkling. It is, yes. And it actually, it dries fairly quickly compared to the shimmers, in my opinion. So let's make sure that this is done. Okay. So now I'm going to try and go in and fix that little spot just by lining it up again. We'll just lay it down. Matchy, matchy. Right there. I see it right there. Right there. See if that fixes it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean our transfer. Okay. I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to work on our pumpkin. Because like I said, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the pumpkin. So let me grab one of these. Clearly, they need to be washed. So I'm going to spray this, okay, with water. Just like so. Pretty good. And then I'm going to take, y'all, we're out of everything tonight. What is happening? Okay, so we're not going to use a wipe. Hi, Denise. Thanks, Kelly, for the stars. Y'all are helping me reach my goal. I so appreciate it. All right, so now I'm just going to take my board eraser and wipe off all of that paste that was sitting there, okay? Then, because you want to keep your screen clean so that you can use this over and over, right? So I'm just going back over it right here. Then we're going to flip it over. Hey, Wanda. I'm going to spray it again. Okay. Then I'm going to, that noise, clean off the backside because the paste does go through the screen. All right. And we're going to grab our paper towels that Mr. Zach brought us. My lovely assistant. Hey, Autumn. And dry it off because we're going to use it again when we figure out what we're going to do with this pumpkin, y'all. I want to add some orange to this project. So, let us see. Let us see. So, in the meantime, I'm going to just take the backer sheet and just lay it on there for a second until we figure out what we're going to do. Okay. I think we're going to use a little bit of black and papaya. Papaya is one of the colors you get. Okay. Hey, Sari. All right. Put this away. Put that away. And let us see what we have so far. All right. So we've got County Fair, music award-winning shows, and the ribbon. And then this pumpkin, let's see, goes this way, right here. So, I think we're going to try and paint this, believe it or not. Okay, here we go. We're going to get real brave and see how this works. So I'm going to show you how you paint a chalkable shape. Let's see. Kelly, the surface, this is part of the cutouts of the month. Now this shape comes with your club kit for August. It's free. But the wood is from Etsy. Oh, I just splattered that all over me. Thanks, Sari. All right, so I'm going to stir this up. I did add distilled or purified water in here to make sure that it is a consistency that is obviously not dry, right? But more of like a sour cream yogurt-like consistency. Yes, yes. Starting in August, all the club members get this free surface in your packet. Isn't that awesome? Y'all are just so special to us. All right, so I've stirred this up, and let's just see what happens. I am going to paint with a, let me see. Which one? This one. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it paints. So far, so far. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We are going to wax this because we are going to put that sticky transfer over the top. And I'm not really sure. I don't know that I've ever painted. I didn't paint those shapes. I don't know, but we're going to see what happens. Okay. So we don't have any wipes, so we're, you know, already batting 0. So I can clean up my desk. But I wanted to incorporate some orange in this project. Now, let's turn this around and take this paste all the way across.
Sorry, everyone. If there's a delay in your cutouts, it's because Amy's having me get her paper towels and wipes all night.
Listen, bud. I wasn't prepared.
It was a failed plan.
Shush! Get out! You get out. The orange is papaya.
Until you need me to.
Peace. All right, so I dried that, or I'm drying this. I painted it papaya. It's not perfect, but that's okay because we're going to put a transfer on top and see what happens. We shall see. Now, I don't know. Let's see what happens, y'all. All right, so let me just wipe up my mess. Much better. It was driving me a little nuts. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Elizabeth Vega. How are you, friend? Okay, so we've got our transfer here. We're going to wax the surface. Now, you can remove this because it is a chalkboard style texture. So you could make a pumpkin, all sorts of colors this month, or however long you want to use your shape because it comes free in your kit. You just have to type in August to get all the details and how to sign up so that you can be a club member. All right, I think we're done. Okay, now one thing I am going to do is get the edges. Every month, Patricia, you get a transfer that's exclusive. You actually get, hold on, they fell. If you join for the very first time, in your very first shipment, you are going to get a mini squeegee that you see me applying the paste. And you're going to get 3 coordinating colors that go along with that transfer of the month. Okay. You're going to get a product reference guide. And we will start sending you out anniversary squeegees. You'll get holiday gifts. More stuff from Zach and I. Like, you get a bunch of stuff. It really does pay to be in the club. All right, so I'm going to go around. And the good news is it's only $21.99 a month for US and $27.99 Canada. Okay? And it comes straight to your door. All right, so this is what we have. This is our shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is apply some wax. Oh, Chris, you think so? Well, good to know. All right, so we are going to take the wax and apply it to our shape. Hopefully, this will prevent the paste from coming up when we put our transfer down. But y'all, we shall see. We shall see. Okay, so wax is down. Zach, you do not keep telling me that. So y'all are saying that when I'm drying it like this, I'm covering it up. All right, fair enough. Y'all win. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our transfer and we're going to fuzz it again.
Oh, want me to explain the mechanics of it.
No, it makes sense.
Because that's where the air flows in from.
Yeah, thanks. Here he comes, bull in a china shop.
I'm out. I'm sorry.
Knocking stuff off the wall, banging the doors. Love you, babe.
Hey, you're an award winning at the county fair, you know that?
I'm a award winner at the county fair. What did I do? Show some pigs? Oink, oink. All right, so I'm fuzzing this again. There is a lot of sticky stuff in our pumpkin that's upside down right here. Okay, so we're going to do this piece only. So I really want to make sure that that section is nice and fuzzed. Okay, too many chefs, Denise. Always, girlfriend. He just needs to come on up here and do this project. He's due for a project, isn't he? All right, so let's make sure. All right, y'all, here we go. Fingers crossed, but you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it peels up, it peels up. It ain't the end of the world. Because my crafts are not perfect. I'm not sure there really is anybody who has perfect crafts. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to apply black paste over this. So let me grab some. And we're going to take it, let's see, all the way to the top of the pumpkin, I think. No, we're just going to do the whole thing. I've got all month long to change this up. Okay, done, son. All right, let's close this up. Well, thank you, Kelly. Realism, that's right. That is right. Especially with wild turkeys. Oh, good. So like very little peeled up. And there's a tiny, tiny dot right in the center. Y'all see that? All of that other detail is directly from the transfer. Y'all, that is cute. Yes. Okay, so it's coming to life. It's coming to life. All right, so what do we need to do next? We need to clean. Clean, clean. So we're going to spray. Yeah, isn't that neat? Yes, Tracy, I could have done that. I thought about that, and then I, kind of stopped. Thought about it again and stopped. But yes, you can make your pumpkin however you want. Okay, so we're going to flip it again. Sticky side up this time. Okay, and we're going to wipe off the back where the pumpkin was, because that is the only place that we pushed our paste through. All right, now we're going to clean it, and we're going to put it on our backer sheet so that we can use it next time. I don't like to let mine sit with a bunch of water on it, just because, I don't know, I just think best practice is to, like, get it done, right? Get it out of your way, take care of it. All right, you ready for this? So we're going to line up the corners. We're going to line up the edges, smooth it out, turn it over. Now I do have a little bit of water still sitting there, so I'm going to just take my paper towel and wipe off the rest of that. Okay, check it out. Boom. Now we did not add the flags to ours. You do you, that's right. You do you. Oh, my new shirt that's in the shop. The pumpkin detail is gorgeous. It definitely is. All right, so let's dry. Don't clog the holes of the dryer, folks. This is called a quick dry tool. I do sell them. All you have to do is comment the word August, click on shop products, and click on chalk products. They're under accessories. And let's see. How should we do this? Let me think about this. So I'm going to turn my glue gun on. So I wonder if I have any in my amazing junk drawer Velcro strips. If not, we're going to see if these magnets will work. All right, so there is the county fair. We're going to add some string for our hanger, but not too long. Right about there. Hi, Eva. Yes, Michelle, your new name is Wild Turkey. All right, I'm going to leave those out because I do have some ribbon. So, let's see what we can do, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Okay, so I'm going to string it from the back, and we're going to tie it off up here at the top. Yes. Oh, don't go flying. Okay, so originally I thought I was going to use some beads. I don't know that I am. Let us see. Let us see. These aren't even open yet. Okay. Y'all watch this. This is a magic trick. So see how it's all like stuck in one like section? I add a little bit of air to it. And they just like fall. Isn't it stuff like that just makes your day? It does me. All right, so let's try our wonderful, wonderful bead threader to see if I can figure this out. However, I don't think I'm going to do a pattern. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm going to do orange, black, orange, black. Oh, that's nice. There goes all the beads on the floor. Okie doke. Let us see. It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Like bubble wrap. All right, so I'm just going to add a couple of beads to each side. Let's see what we come up with. Maybe 6. Maybe baby. All right. So then I'm going to take this, put it through this hole. Okay. Then I'm going to push beads onto the threader and not pull this side out. Okay. Just like so. Okay. Now, just until I can get this side threaded. Okay, so this is where I always get it mixed up. I always get it backwards. Always. Okay, so if the bead... Okay, let me think about this. Y'all, I do this every time. Every time. The bead threader I have on Amazon. Just type in August and click on shop products and it will come up for you. Okay, so if I do, y'all remember I struggled with this last time. Put the beads on first. Yes, I know. I'm just seeing if, okay. I probably still don't even know what I'm doing, but it's always backwards. Start with orange. Y'all help me, please. The last one threaded is the first one on the string, meaning this. Okay, so let me just test it. Okay, I got you. Okay, so I need to do black, orange. The last one threaded is the first one. Woo, that was awesome. I need to remember that. Yeah, Tina, this is on Amazon. Thanks, y'all. I don't know why. Like, I'm a pretty smart girl, but that always trips me up. Okay, so the last one here is going to be the first one on the board, or on the end. Okay, I got you. Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put it through. And thread. Pull out this so that my other beads, oh man, we almost had a disaster. No, stay on. Hold on. Shh. Okay, I'm gonna hold this end. There we go. And then I'm gonna pull this back like that and push those. All right, woohoo, we did it. Holy moly, we did it. All right, y'all, so now I'm gonna take this and we're gonna make this even. And then I'm just gonna tie this right here at the top, just like so, okay? And then I'm gonna pull it really tight. And we're gonna do that. Let's try it again. And then I think, what if we add a bow to the top, y'all? Okay, like so, all right? What if we put a bow right here? Should we add all of our stuff first and do it that way? Let us see. Okay, so there's our county fair. Okay, and let's put this on the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. Ribbon, first place. Y'all are first place in my eyes. Okay. Like so. And then we'll do our pumpkin. I'm gonna glue it instead of use the magnet. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Look at that. Look at that nominee, that color, y'all. Okay, now let's figure out, it is. Are you watching Bow Sisters? That's too funny. Okay, so I did grab some ribbons. So let's see. Okay, I do need those. I don't need the beads anymore. So let me put all this to the side because I don't have enough room. And this has to go in a Ziploc because it's going to go out all over. The metallic is by far so cool. Okay. Now, I'll tell you one thing I didn't grab that we have to have. And it is called raffia. So, we definitely need that. So, we're going to set this aside. And I'm going to incorporate some buffalo check in this bow. So, let's measure. We're going to create, I'm not really sure. I think we need like a crazy, crazy messy bow. What do y'all say? 5 inches, 5-inch strips, 4 of each maybe. Did you get it, Cher? You like it? Thank you so much for the order. All right, so now we're gonna grab some of this. This is like the orange color. Now, my oranges are a little unmatching tonight, but I don't really care. It's just the thought that counts, right? That you're adding orange, right? All right, did I cut those right? Yes, I did. Okay, so we've got that one. What if we add, should we add some hold on. I need to go to my stash really quick and see if I have enough regular Now, y'all, the raffia reminded me of something. If you have yet to get your August craft box, our goal is to get those shipped out by the 15th. So if you haven't received it, make sure if you haven't purchased it, make sure you type in box so that you can get this. Okay, shipping is included. But I wanted to tell you all that before I forgot. And we will be closing it, sometime next week. All right, so we have that. We've got our raffia. Whee. Okay. Well, we don't need that much, but. Okay, so now, how are we going to do this? Well, I don't know. It's a good question, y'all. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to take a little bit of this and fold it like so. Stick it down in there. Okay. What I don't know is how we're going to attach this to the string. Y'all have any ideas? Any suggestions? All right, let's do this. Put this down. And a little bit more. Forgot my darn string, y'all. And I did not even look to see if y'all told me. Okay, this will be easy to do because it's not loops. One-handed. Woohoo! Okay, push that back in there. And we've got this one and this one. With raffia, okay. Oh, look, Vivian says string first. You were so right, girlfriend. All right, there, I want the buffalo plaid to be on top. Okay, like so. And then I want more raffia to be on top and the center. Okay, so now we're gonna turn it to its side. This guy is sneaking in here, it doesn't belong. We're gonna turn it to its side and we're gonna take this, push it through here or pull it through here, and we're gonna tie, and we're gonna like push and pull at the same time, lift it up. Ooh, this is cute. And turn it to the back, then turn it to the front again, okay? And then I'm gonna leave the jute at the front so we can use that as part of the bow. And just tie a knot. So there's that. And then we've got all of our little sprigs here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And now we have a bow for our cute little sign for the August Club. And then we just take it and make it all foo-foo fancy. Because you know, that is not how I roll. I'm not fancy. And it's completely lopsided. So we've got a little bit more tails over here on the right side. So I'm just gonna pull it. Well, that was too much. And just kind of even it out. Yay. That worked. Okay, just like this. Look. Okay, let's cut some of this excess because it looks like it's having issues. It's screaming raffia, y'all. Okay. Yes, that is so cute. Look. Woo woo. Y'all love it? I love it. All right, so let's bring this back over here. And I think, oh, yeah. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, so where's an extra piece of raffia? Let's take this here. And I think what we're going to do is flip this upside down. I'm going to take the raffia and stick it through there. Okay. Then I'm going to place this face down. And then we're just going to take that raffia that Gloria mentioned and just tie it to our string. Not like that. Knock everything off. Hold on. Too strong, too strong. Okay, let's try it again, and not so hard, Amy. Not so hard, not so hard. That's what happens when you live in a house of all boys, right? Let's try it again. Okay. All right, let's see. Yes, it stayed. It stayed. So awesome, y'all. Look at this. It's so cute. And it's got that little bow at the top. I love it. Ooh, and it has the extra twine from the string hanging. Look at that. Now, obviously, I want this little bit more, kind of like a pom-pom-ish. But y'all, look at this. Is that not cute or what? It is cute. Yes, yes, yes. I love the bow. I love the bow. Yes, absolutely. It blends in. So, y'all, here's what we have. This is August Club project number 1. And don't forget, you get this pumpkin shape 3D for free in August. So, join the club. You'll love it. I promise you, you will not regret it. And there's my cord in y'all's face. So, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.